Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. We can see that XRP is currently trading at a little over 62 cents. Right now, we're still mostly continuing in the same direction. The XRP pricing is still a source of contention for everyone. The fact that these coins are pumping and those coins are pumping is also highlighted. I must stress, nevertheless, that XRP moves last. When it takes off, though, it moves at a breakneck pace. Either you'll be hanging on to XRP when its value soars, or you'll have to shell out a big penny to get your money back. There are three unusual variables that contribute to XRP's poor performance. Whoever produced this essay on XRP, it appears to be entertaining. To start, they bring up the topic of intense rivalry, bringing up Solana-based tokens and Bitcoin ETFs among other things. That is something I can get behind: regulatory uncertainty. This is due to the fact that, until regulations are established, American institutions will not deal with cryptocurrency or use RippleNet. Ripple is continuing to make headway outside of the US, nevertheless. All that value will eventually show up in TextRP, along with reduced adoption, simplified utility, and time. Likewise, I disagree with that. For the simple reason that every single day I am demonstrating the massive global acceptance of RippleNet and XRP. In my opinion, the construction is still ongoing at the moment. The price of XRP will skyrocket when it goes live in various locations throughout the world, which will lead its popularity to explode. Like I said before, I'm ready to escape the outside world. Plus, I won't tell anyone who hasn't watched it yet anything that will ruin it. Something like this, nevertheless, prompts reflection on the movie's themes. In light of the director of the World Economic Forum predicting a massive cyber attack within the next several years. By soon, he implies that they will launch a cyber attack. Additionally, I believe that a huge cyber attack is yet to come. Even more terrifying, though. Joe Biden was constructing an underground bunker in his home in Delaware, as I disclosed 2 weeks ago. Mark Zuckerberg and 14 other billionaires are constructing underground bunkers, as it was disclosed a week later. We will do all of these tasks before the 2024 winter. Therefore, I continue to believe that 2024 will witness an emergency situation. At that point, the CBDC will become operational in the US. Sometime between now and next year's election, I believe it will happen. For the simple reason that the current administration is determined to remain in office until a CBDC is established. In my opinion, that is their true objective. With its demise, the US dollar became a major global reserve currency. It is far from over. I still think the US dollar has a few years of life left in it. A decline in the value of the US dollar is projected to occur between 2026 and 2027. That being said, I am not entirely certain either. Considering how quickly everything is changing right now. The massive gears of the deep state have broken down. The US dollar, which they had control over, is now worthless. Over the past few years, the value of the US dollar has dropped significantly, and it shows no signs of stopping. Bonds and treasury bills are now worthless. The world is now outside the control of that deep state. The United States major banks have lifted their monopoly on gold prices, and the metal is no longer controlled by the British Empire. The price of gold is beginning to separate from its peers. I think that's a positive thing. The majority of individuals, if they don't own cryptocurrency, own gold. What I mean is that a lot of individuals are like you and me, retail investors in gold, the type of person who works a 9-to-5 job and puts his money into gold. Countries have severed ties with the United States and Western forces of control, thus it appears like many of them will reap substantial gains in the next months. That's happening more frequently now. Even more nations are interested in becoming BRICS members, for example, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, two of the most influential oil markets, have begun to separate themselves from the US dollar in their oil trade. The dollar will suffer as a result of that. By 2024, XRP will have established itself as a reserve currency on a worldwide scale. Neither do I believe that will come to pass. If that ever materializes, it will be at least a couple years from now. The whole point of XRP is to serve as a medium of exchange. Every day, it will transfer a substantial amount of money. Since every single bank will want to use RippleNet and XRP once they learn how much faster it is than SWIFT, I can see how a bridge currency and a world's reserve currency could function similarly. That's why I mentioned that, in my view, SWIFT will likewise fade away with time. Rumor has it that BlackRock is planning to register their iShares XRP Trust product for an XRP spot ETF in the near future. Personally, I'd prefer it if they avoided XRP altogether. Whether XRP has a spot ETF is irrelevant to me. I'm more interested in the practical applications of this coin. That's the benefit that XRP will receive. The Securities and Futures Commission has changed its position to allow crypto spot ETFs, and their utility on the Kong Monetary Authority is its full potential. More cryptocurrency funds, including virtual assets and spot exchange-traded funds, are welcome to apply. The industry is being encouraged to apply for an XRP ETF in Hong Kong, and it will be seen there before in the US. At this very moment, the United States is heading down an entirely different path. The United States is leaning more towards CBDC, thus I still don't see an ETF for Bitcoin happening anytime soon. Also, some Mexican customers have claimed that the cryptocurrency exchange is taking their money and blocking their accounts if they earn too much. With Maxi, I've never had an issue. Actually, I become an associate of Maxi in order to provide you with solutions that will prevent your Kasper's age bar from being stuck at Uphold for extended durations. Even though I like MCC and believe that Uphold has now lifted the restrictions over time, I still do not keep any of my cryptocurrency on a Mac. See, I purchase it there and then sell it there. Leaving the store with nothing is obviously not an option for you when you go shopping. My point is that you should take it home, visit Maxi to purchase your cryptocurrency, and then sell it. Having said that, I, too, have never encountered any issues. Many others would confirm that they also experienced zero issues. I apologize. Congressman Jim Himes? But Ripple has been displaying this for the past decade, and the SEC, which you are ostensibly responsible for supervising, went after them as they left China. JP Morgan supported Ethereum solely. It was Bill Hinman's EOMS killer software that they used. Just so you know, you should quit defending the current administration and China and put your words into action. Listen up, Jim Himes says they want to see clearly. I'll play the video for you. Not to mention the prosecutions you've faced, a lot of terrible things happen. Additionally, there was the Wall Street Journal's exaggerated coverage of terrorist funding, which the publication later downplayed. My coworker Sean Kasem may have already told you part of this. The point I'm trying to make is that I need to cut this diatribe short. Whatever crypto guy walks into my office hears this: if you want to sway Congress, you have to be incredibly persuasive. Immediately, begin showcasing the killer app's value proposition. When people visit my office and claim, we have this decentralized finance non-hierarchical structure that would allow the transfer of MFT NFTs, I find it quite frustrating. Even though I am a Rhodes Scholar, I still don't get what you stated. I want to know how this improves Bridgeport and how it improves Los Angeles. And unless the sector improves its performance in demonstrating that it can reduce remittance rates from 8% to 2% or demonstrate any positive use that improves the globe, it will not be given the benefit of the doubt. There isn't a whole lot happening on our end of the Capitol, which is why you'll need it. But across from the Capitol, nobody is doing anything about the ugly weather. Now he has just laid out Ripple's long-term strategy. Earlier this week, I played a video in which Brad Garlinghouse mentioned that, while visiting Washington, it is essential to provide the use cases. The use cases are what they are most interested in seeing. His comments regarding remittances are XRP in a nutshell. That's the global money being transferred using RippleNet and XRP. You have to give these folks credit for knowing what's out there. They just talk a big game. They notice it. The major banks are aware of the problem. That is the reason behind their reluctance to discuss it. Within the current financial system, these individuals in Washington are amassing immense wealth at the expense of the major banks. Yet a fresh framework is on the way. Plus, everyone is eager to get rich while they still have the chance. That's the reason behind the current holdup in the US. The real estate sector is worth $280 trillion, and Ripple is looking for ways to tokenize it. The present worth of XRP is called into question by this endeavor. Redefining XRP's function and market value is one of the goals of the campaign. This is a huge market, I repeat. Then why is XRP staying put? This coin is unable to progress because of this. With an estimated $280 trillion worth of real estate assets throughout the world, Ripple, a leading blockchain and cryptocurrency company, has lately been in the news for its foray into investigating a tokenization solution for these assets. Why is XRP still trading between 62 and 64 cents? This move by Ripple raises a big concern. You have to understand that Ripple is aiming for markets worth countless billions of dollars. There is just no chance that XRP will be trading at 60 to 64 cents a year from now, when it finally breaks out and begins its tremendous run. The run will be very long, in my opinion. Now is the time to witness XRP's full potential. In my opinion, it's at least 3 digits, and possibly close to 4. When you consider the sum of money involved. And for whatever reason, Bitcoin is the center of attention right now. Exchange-traded funds, what I'm seeing unfolding further supports my suspicion that they're attempting to lure us away from XRP. In the midst of all the excitement about Solana, Bitcoin, or Ethereum, people are selling their XRP and ignoring the largest cryptocurrency on the market at the moment. XRP, but this cryptocurrency is going to be phenomenal once it gains traction. Being an XRP bearer in Canada, a country about to institute universal basic income, a spending boost that will make life more bearable for everyone, is going to be an incredible experience. Translation: the goal of Trudeau's socialist program in Canada is to make the population totally reliant on and controlled by the government. This is really clear now. Never forget to keep these assets listed: XTC, CAS, Doge, Casper, HBAR, LM, ADA SHIP, INJ, and VET. Cryptocurrencies that are ISO compliant are also among them. At the moment, I get the impression that their goal is to keep you in poverty so they can wean you off of the UBI. Keep in mind that Canada is also heavily involved in the World Economic Forum. The remaining ETFs are set to be approved in just 3 days. These Bitcoin ETFs are going to cause yet another holdup, in my opinion. This is not going to pass, in my opinion. As I mentioned before, I believe there is more to pursuing a CBDC. In a revolt against more oversight, Democrats reject Biden as chair of the SEC. Whoever contacted Gensler, a politician posing as a regulator, may have witnessed him and Elizabeth Warren having a conversation. Gensler is a Democrat. Holding crypto back is the current plan, as I mentioned before. Therefore, they can instigate that crisis to move forward with a CBDC in full force. You can see it coming now. Something is going to break, and that something is going to be that emergency crisis in 2024, whether it's a huge cyber attack, the collapse of the banking system, or a real estate disaster. Investors in XRP, though, need not be concerned, for the simple reason that chaos ensues once one thing fails. Along with many other ISO cryptocurrencies, XRP will also emerge victorious when this happens. It was great to be back and creating fresh content, though. Plus, everything that happened in the past 2 days was pre-recorded. However, I was hoping to surprise you with a gift over the holiday weekend or week. Specifically, I wanted to give you a watch because I sometimes see people falling for that FUD and selling, only to later regret it when assets like XRP start to soar in value. Keep an eye on the influx of XRP. The fear, uncertainty, and doubt will all fade away quite quickly. Even if XRP will eventually be loved by all, its current stagnation has everyone hated it. Most crypto veterans can relate to this fresh wave of investors because it's just a normal part of the industry's cycle. They have no idea what the fuck is happening at the moment. They're confused because they were led to believe this cryptocurrency was the best option, and now everyone is saying it's a fraud. However, XRP's identity and future trajectory become clear when one considers that far broader perspective. Yes, I do believe we can get wealthy together. This video is going to conclude now. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.